You are welcome to another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. In an era where privacy and human rights are supposed to be very important, the recent revelation that the Bureau of Prisons leaked R. Kelly's prison communications as expected has caused significant controversy. This incident not only reflects a grave breach of legal and ethical standards, but also raises critical questions about the integrity of the justice system and the protection of inmates' rights. As a high-profile inmate, R. Kelly's incarceration has been closely monitored by both the media and the general public. It's no wonder therefore that when this leak happened, the whole world got to know about it. And the recent knowledge about this leak of his prison communications has shifted the focus from the rather vague charges against him to the misconduct of the government in cahoots with the BOP during the period when R. Kelly was held at the Chicago MCC. The Bureau of Prisons has the responsibility to maintain the confidentiality and security of inmate communications. These communications are typically monitored to prevent illegal activities, but are also protected under privacy laws to ensure the rights of inmates are not infringed upon. In R. Kelly's case, internal communications including phone calls and emails, were allegedly leaked to the public. These leaks included sensitive conversations that were meant to be private, potentially compromising ongoing legal strategies and the R&B King's personal privacy. The leaking of R. Kelly's prison communications constitutes a significant breach of both federal laws and ethical guidelines. The Privacy Act of 1974 mandates that federal agencies protect the personal information of individuals and prohibits the unauthorized disclosure of such information. Additionally, the Bureau of Prisons has strict regulations regarding the confidentiality of inmate communications designed to protect both the integrity of the prison system and the rights of the inmates. By leaking these communications, therefore, the Bureau of Prisons violated several legal principles. The unauthorized disclosure of private communications is a clear violation of an individual's right to privacy. Inmates, regardless of their crimes, are entitled to certain privacy protections under federal law. Leaking communications can interfere with the judicial process and result in obstruction of justice. If these communications included discussions about legal strategies, for example, their disclosure could compromise ongoing legal proceedings and deny the inmate a fair chance to defend themselves. Bureau of Prisons staff are bound by ethical codes that require them to maintain the confidentiality of inmate communications. This incident has far-reaching implications beyond R. Kelly's case. It exposes potential vulnerabilities in the prison system's ability to protect inmate rights and maintain their confidentiality. If such leaks can happen in a high-profile case, it raises concerns about the treatment of other inmates whose communications might not receive the same level of public attention as R. Kelly's. There are in fact many suspects whose rights to privacy are being violated every single day by the prison's bureau itself, and nothing is being done about this. Public trust in the justice system is paramount, but it's incidents like these which erode that trust, leading to skepticism about the fairness and integrity of the entire system. If inmates' communications can be leaked without repercussions, it sets a very dangerous precedent. Regardless of their suspected crimes, inmates have certain inalienable rights, including the right to privacy. Protecting these rights is essential to ensuring humane treatment and upholding the principles of justice. This incident with R. Kelly's restricted information highlights the need for reform within the Bureau of Prisons. Strengthening policies and safeguards around the monitoring and confidentiality of inmate communications is therefore essential to prevent future breaches. But then, R. Kelly, whose information has already been leaked and rights to privacy breached, deserves to have the charges against him dropped as a way of making good for his lost opportunity to get a fair trial. There have been calls for thorough investigations and accountability within the Bureau of Prisons, but irrespective of the fact that there is an FBI report that confirms this, the government and BOP have refused to crack. Legal experts and human rights advocates are urging for measures to be taken to identify those responsible for the leaks and to implement stricter controls to prevent similar incidents in the future. But what about R. Kelly's lost opportunity to successfully and effectively defend himself? Who is supposed to pay for all this damage to his case? Releasing him should have been the appropriate step, but they just won't let him go. Since the FBI report, which actually did prove that this was the work of the government together with the Bureau of Prisons using a blogger Tasha K as a mediator, has remained concealed, an independent investigation into the leak should be conducted to hold accountable those who violated legal and ethical standards. This is crucial for restoring trust between the public and the Department of Justice as well as the Bureau of Prisons, and also for ensuring that justice is served. The Bureau of Prisons must review and strengthen its policies on monitoring and protecting inmate communications. This includes enhancing training for staff on privacy laws and ethical standards, as well as implementing technological safeguards to prevent unauthorized access and leaks. R. Kelly, like any other inmate whose rights have been violated, will be seeking legal recourse. This could include lawsuits against the BOP for violating his privacy rights, which would set a precedent for the protection of inmate rights in the future. The leaking of R. Kelly's prison communications by the Bureau of Prisons is a serious violation that transcends the individual case, highlighting systemic issues within the prison system. It underscores the urgent need for reform and stricter safeguards to protect the rights and privacy of all inmates. Ensuring accountability and implementing robust protections are essential steps in maintaining the integrity of the justice system, and upholding the principles of fairness and human dignity. According to Solange, it was wrong in all rights for the BOP to work with government and leak his restricted communications to them to be used against him in his case. It's this information that they used to poach Azriel Clary to their side and use her in the R. Kelly takedown process. Azriel was already angry with her own parents, who were trying to use her to extort the R&B king, and she resented their actions openly during the Gayle King interview. But when she heard R. Kelly's conversations with Joycelyn Savage affirming her that she was number one and not Azriel, she decided to join the government camp and tell lies about R. Kelly to take him down. This was witness tampering, which happened as a result of these information leaks, and R. Kelly deserves to be compensated for this with the return of his lost freedom. According to Noel Rogers, I strongly believe the Supreme Court will throw the case out and return R. Kelly to freedom the moment they hear the matter. There is no doubt R. Kelly's rights were infringed on, and to protect the image of the justice system, the Supreme Court will not hesitate to drop all charges against him. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.